I just want to thank our crowd, the community of Lawrence, and our student body for coming out and really supporting our young women today. I thought they were fantastic and really made a big difference. I also want to thank our facility staff. Put 2 games on in Allen Fieldhouse. It took a lot of hard work to flip the facility, and the job that they do in keeping Allen Fieldhouse just immaculate deserves a lot of credit, and I really appreciate them.
Brandon, I guess before anything else, how are Chandler and Zakia doing?
I think they're going to be all right. Early, probably a few stitches, and we'll evaluate them. Our medical staff will evaluate them for any type of concussion. But they were able to participate in the locker room. So.
Brandon, you said yesterday, 9 Big 12 wins, you'd be sweating it on selection day. 10, you feel more comfortable. To be one step closer to those figures and maybe beyond that, how does it feel?
I mean, it feels good to get a win. A home win, obviously against a rival. I wish it counted 2, but it only counts 1. So, we'll continue to kind of take the same approach. I'm really proud of how our young ladies have remained confident, but I think they've approached every preparation with a lot of humility and maturity, and that's how we're gonna do it. I stand by what I said. I think 9, probably get in. 10, you're comfortable, but we're not there yet. And if you've looked at our schedule, it's pretty tough here down the stretch.
Coach, talk about the resiliency in your group tonight after a close one in Manhattan kind of snuck away late in that 4th quarter, but today the group kind of hung in there poised.
I thought the real difference in Manhattan was the 3rd quarter, and I was proud of how we came out of the locker room. I thought we really defended well. Having Taiyanna available was a big key.
Holly, you had 1,000 points tonight, a double-double, and you all beat K-State tonight. How are you feeling?
Yeah, it doesn't really get much better than that. I feel good. I mean, there's a lot to celebrate, so even though it's a big day, we still have a lot of work to do, so this is a good way to do it. I don't think I could have asked for a better way, but it's a short break, and then we're already back here on Tuesday, so I'm really thankful. It's a great thing to have.
Holly, just talk about just more about what this means. I mean, you're always kind of team first, but today it's about you. Just explain the emotion that you're feeling.
That wasn't kind of my first thought today. I mean, I knew maybe it wasn't going to be awfully hard. I was only 8 points away, but I thought as a team, we came out in a really good rhythm, especially in the second half. I don't even think I touched the ball in the 3rd quarter, like for real. But we penetrated really hard, and we made Lee rotate, and I just think when we have games today more as a team and we move it more and touch the ball more, it honestly made it even better for me. So that's better. It's more fun.
Coach, the last time you guys played K-State was on January 19th, so less than a month away, and you guys lost by 8 points. Taiyanna, you had 2 points, 5 rebounds. To today, having
9 turnovers.
10 points and 10 rebounds. What growth have you seen from both of you in less than a month, and the maturity and the confidence of you as a player?
She just continued to work, and I think we knew that going through the league, the first round was going to be really valuable for her. There's some incredible post players in this conference, probably future WNBA All-Stars, to be quite honest with you. And I think she's learned from all those outings and those matchups. But what I'm most impressed with is the extra time that she spent working on her game, before and after practice. And you love to see that pay dividends.
And then Taiyanna, we saw a lot of post play today due to the foul trouble early in the 1st quarter. But one thing I saw was on the sidelines, every post that went in and came out, you were coaching them after coach was coaching them. What were you saying in those moments?
I was just telling them good job, and just stuff I seen on the bench when they were on the floor. And I was just trying to motivate them and only saying positive things to them.
That's great. And the energy overall for the bench. And can we talk about the celebration that happened in the locker room? How's the energy right now for the team?
That was the celebration. It was good. This is about as good as any win we've had all year. So it was easy to celebrate.
Coach Biddy was describing both teams as potential tourney teams. So give me an idea as to the level of competition. Obviously, it's a rivalry game, so it's already going to be a heightened level of competition, but just the skill level of these two teams.
You know, I think both teams hopefully are going to be tournament teams. I'm rooting for as many teams in the Big 12 to make the tournament as possible. You know, they have one of the premier players in the country. I think the game got a little muddy today, but I think that's because we know each other so well. And I would give credit to both teams, you know, really playing to the scout and making it hard on each other. It was a really competitive game, and any basket today I thought had to be earned.
Brandon, was there a change in defensive approach at all from when you guys played in Manhattan to tonight?
You know, a little bit in the first half, we gave a little bit more support into the post, especially when Twin was in foul trouble. And in the second half, we played it pretty much straight up, just with the confidence that we have in her.
But how aware are you guys of when they're, you know, 0 and 20 from 3, and are you adjusting to that and kind of packing in a little bit more and letting
I think
that happen?
I mean, I think that there's decisions that we make in a scouting report in how we want to guard certain people, and you know, I thought we stuck with that. They had some players go make some plays off the dribble that, you know, should we play them again, I'd like to see us do a little bit better job of. But for all intents and purposes, I was pleased with how we played to the scout.
Coach, coming back to Holly for a second, just you guys have seen ups and downs the last few years, but Holly's going to remain the catalyst of this team, someone who you can always count on to do the right thing, you know, put the ball in her hands. Just talk about what she's meant to this program in the time that she's been here.
Well, her freshman year, I think we would have gone to the postseason. If it weren't for COVID, I think we would have been an NIT team. And then last year, COVID just really decimated. You know, our roster, we had 4 seniors opt out, you know, around the Christmas break. So it was a really challenging year. And for her to, in a transfer portal era, for her to stick with us and remain really confident in the direction of this program, it meant a lot to me. And, you know, she's just continued to grow and develop, you know, as a complete player. And, you know, she's, I think, got a chance to really do some special things.
And then Holly, I talked to your mom after the game, and she told me that your whole family came from all over the country. Just what does that mean to have your family here on a day like this, and just again the crowd, the environment, the atmosphere, just all those pieces come together for such a special moment?
Yeah, it's a big deal. I think the type of team that we are and the way we present ourselves on the court and to our fans, people have been more connected to us this year. They really enjoy watching us, and you know, even though my family can only make it to, you know, a game or 2 a year, they keep up with us and don't miss a game. And so it's really important for them to at least, you know, come to one. And so I'm just really thankful that I have that opportunity and that support system. And it's not just me. You know, they don't come to watch just me. They come to watch us. You know, we're obviously a different team, and so outside my family, I think we have a lot of that this year, and it showed, like tonight.
Coach, last Sunday we had a conversation about how this group is something special, and you said you wanted them to continue the fight in order to gain success like those that came before them. And then in the rafters today, you have Tamika Dixon watching, and before the game she said that she saw that this group is super special. What does it mean to the 3 of you to have a legend watching and to give that extra confirmation that this is truly a special group?
Well, she spent a lot of time with us yesterday, watched practice, spoke to the team, and I think she was very emotional. And I think that really showed through to our young women, how much she cares about the program, cares about Kansas, wants it to do well, and to be quite honest, challenged them, to live up to some of the standards and some of the success that maybe previous teams have had, especially during her era.
Coach, I ask you this every single game it feels like, but on late night we talked, and you always say, this year, this group is something special, bring a friend, and come back if you like this team. And tonight, I think this is the biggest crowd that I've seen all year in the building, but just talk about just the crowds and how, the athletic department has kind of backed you and kind of created this environment to kind of bring more fans to the building.
Every team has a ceiling, and we're not going to reach ours. We're not going to become the best we can become without them. Without the crowd, without the fan support, obviously, the administrative support, and it means a lot. And with the games that we have left here at home, there's some terrific teams coming in here with some great players that I think if you're a basketball fan, not only supporting our team, but just seeing some other really talented young women come and compete at a high level.
All right, thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.